Here, little dog. Get it. Figure it out. Figure it out. We'll find it. Find it. Ugh. Ugh. Oops. Doing warrior lunge. Oh, I need a blanket. Let me grab a blanket. Okay, so let's begin with our warrior lungy kind of day spoons. All right, let's do left leg first. So left leg forward, right leg back. Okay. So you want to be able to hold this position. So if that means bringing the right or the feet closer together, then bring the feet closer together. Oh, let me turn this on actually. It's light outside right now, so I forget that the the lamp's not on. There you go. Oh. Sorry. Barbara. Okay, so we're on left leg forward, right leg back. Oops, and now I'm blurry. Damn it. No, you finished, Micro. No more treats, okay?
Hi.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
Oh, come on.
Ja, ist ja besser, glaube ich. Es geht.
Sorry, this is taking too long. Come on.
Wir stehen alle. Muss ich wohl stehen? Hinstellen.
Oh, this shouldn't take you so long to focus. Come on. But Micro's not in focus, so that does not look good. I'm in focus? No? Sorry. There we go, that looks better. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you have a cute little face. Okay, back to left leg forward, right leg back. All right, bending you go lay down, bending the left knee right on top of the ankle. Try to keep the left leg where it is and try to keep your hips squared towards the front and try to keep your tailbone tucked under, okay? Micro, go lay down. Go to bed before you knock off the computer. Okay, inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, slowly forward bend, keeping the back straight until the very end. Drop the head down. And then inhale, slowly come back up. And exhale down. And inhale back up. And exhale down. Try to keep the left hip pulling back. Inhale up. 2 more times. Last one. And release. Okay. Going to the other side. So right leg forward, left leg back. Good boy. Make sure the knee is right on top of the ankle. Square the hips forward, so pull the right hip back. Try to pull the belly in the whole time. And then inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, slowly forward bend. Try to keep the back straight. And then inhale, slowly coming back up. And exhale, slowly coming down, trying to keep the back straight until the very end. And then inhale, slowly coming back up. And exhale, round 3. Inhale, back up. Exhale. And inhale, back up. Last round. And release. Okay, so knee to elbow. Okay, so you're going to open the hip a bit. Okay, so it's not straight forward. Okay, so it's out to the side. And it's not really the hip flexors of lifting the leg. Okay, it's more about squeezing the obliques. Okay, to bring the elbow and the knee close together. Okay, so kind of like a squeeze like this. Okay, so interlace the fingers behind the head. Take a deep breath, and we're going to do 10 of these, and then exhale, right leg, left leg, right, left. There's 2, 3, slow, smooth, control, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're going to drag the knees towards our arms. Okay, so go ahead and set up. Either use socks or use a blanket. So you're going to come to the edge of your mat. I need to take this off quickly. Okay, so coming to the edge of the mat. Put your knees on socks or on your blanket. And bring your elbows down. Interlace the fingers. Press your shoulders back. And then lift your feet off the ground. And then inhale, push back. Exhale, slide forward. So pull. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, crawling back to your mat. And then flipping over onto your back. And rolling down. really keep, you stay there, micro. You don't need mom's armpits. No, no. No, you go lay down. You go lay down, cutie little dog. All right, activate your feet. Interlace the fingers behind the head. Allow your back to have a small curve and pull the belly in. Okay, so the belly stays tight. And inhale and exhale, slowly curl up. Don't pull on the head. Keep the elbows open wide and slowly release, but you don't release all the way. Exhale, rolling back up. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up and hold. And then you're going to squeeze a little bit higher and we're going to pulse. And up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release and then turn over onto your stomach. Good boy. Okay, so pull the rib cage forward, so you lengthen the back, lengthen the legs, so your knees might come off the ground, and then make a pillow with the hands. You will tuck the chin, okay, and the forehead will come onto your hands, and we're going to lift the left leg 10 times and then the right leg 10 times. Okay, so let's go ahead and tuck the chin, pull your shoulders back. Inhale, and exhale, lift, left, and down and up. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the right side up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and press yourself back into a child's pose. Just stretch the shoulders, the arms, maybe the neck, the back. Okay, and you're gonna bring yourself back onto your socks or your blanket, and we're gonna do the leg drag again. But this time we're going to, instead of being on the knees, we're gonna be on the feet. Okay, so it's gonna be a low plank. So setting yourself up. Interlace the fingers. Okay, try to pull your shoulder blades back. And when you're ready, inhale, slide back. Exhale, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think we're standing up now. Yes. Okay. Let me put my rubber band on. So as always, if you have a rubber band, put it around your big toes so your big toes stay stretched open, or just open your toes and try to keep the toes open. All right. So use the wall for support and squeeze the legs. Try to keep the tailbone or the pubic bone lifted up. And then lifting the heels slowly. Pushing them forward. Holding. And slowly releasing. And back up slowly. Stay up, pushing forward. And slowly releasing with control. And slowly coming up, stay. And slowly release. And back up, here's 4. And down slowly. Back up. 5. And down. Back up. There's 6. And down. And back up. There's 7. And down. And back up. Make sure the heel is pressing straight forward, not out to the side. And back down. 2 more. And down. Last one. And release. Okay. Okay, so we're back down on the ground on our backs with the knees bent. Working on the bum, hamstrings, and the lower back. So wiggle your shoulder blades closer together. Arms down next to your body. Activate your feet. And actually, let's do 3 spinal rolls first. Okay. Let's warm up the spine a little bit more. Take your arms over the head. Reach the arms over the head. Take a deep breath. Exhale, slowly roll the spine up. Inhale. And exhale, slowly roll the spine down. Okay, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. And inhale. Exhale, roll down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, roll up. Inhale. Exhale, roll down. Now bring your arms next to your body. And you're going to inhale, activate the feet. Exhale, push the hips up. Inhale, come down halfway. Exhale, lift up. Oops. Inhale, come down halfway. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come down halfway. Exhale, lift up. Inhale. Exhale, up. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, rocking back up. We're going to turn around. You're going to come onto your elbows, interlace the fingers. Okay, so tucking the toes under, lifting the bum up. Open the toes, Slide the shoulders back and up towards the hips, and then push into the hands. Drop the head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So coming into downward facing dog for a transition. And then bend your knees, walk your hands to your feet. And slowly coming back up. All right, so back into a warrior lunge. So left foot forward, right foot back. Make sure that you can square the hips forward. Try to tuck your tailbone under. Pull the belly in. Inhale, bring the arms up. And exhale, practice keeping the abdomen lifted. Try to keep the back straight. And then bend the spine when you get down to the thigh. And then inhale, try to straighten the back. And use your leg to come back up. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. And exhale. 2 more. That's it. Last one. Oh wait, I just said 2 more. Oops. Okay, inhale, go back up. Okay, this is the last one. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully you feel it all along the back side of the left leg doing that. Okay, so because the left leg has to really work, or the back side, the hamstring has to really work to lift yourself back up. Okay, let's do the other side. Ripping right through it. So again, make sure that the knee is right on top of the ankle. You're pulling the right hip back so that the hips are squared, and try to keep a little tone in the belly. Okay. Here we go. Inhale. Just have 5 of these. Exhale. Try to come down slow. And then touch down. Inhale, coming back up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And release. Okay. So bringing the knee towards the elbow, so hands behind the head. Take a deep breath, and let's start on the left side first this time. And exhale. Just nice and slow, controlled movements. There's 3. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Finished. And oh, leg drag again. Okay, so this time we're going to have our arms in pincha, and it's going to be a pincha low plank. Okay, so of course you can always bring your knees down and do it if it's just too much today. Okay, so coming to the back of your mat, preparing your props, your arms. All right, pull your shoulders back, and then when you're ready, you inhale, push back or slide back, and exhale, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, crawl forward. And turning around, laying down on the back. Interlacing fingers behind the head. Okay, activate your feet. Make sure you have a small little curve in the lower back, and then squeeze the abdomen. So tighten the belly, and then inhale, don't move the curve, don't move your hips. And exhale, slide the rib cage closer to the pubic bone. Without pulling on the head and keeping the elbows open wide, and then inhale with control, so you stay in control as you bring the head down, and exhale, coming back up. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up and hold, and we pulse up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so rolling over. You can keep your legs open, that's fine, or you can bring them together, however feels best for you. Okay. But keep your legs active, keep your pubic bone pulling towards the rib cage the whole time. And then you're going to take the hands right behind the ears. And then you're going to inhale and exhale, lift the chest slowly. Pull the shoulder blades back and down. And inhale, come down. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 6. Exhale, 7. Exhale, 8. Exhale, 9. Exhale, 10. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself back. Let's stretch into a child's pose. So really stretch the arms, fingers forward, head down. Okay, last leg drag. So if you're wanting to move forward, we're going to do it in a handstand position. So if you're in a handstand position, you want to open the fingers wide. Okay, make sure you open the fingers wide. The fingers or the hands are wider than your shoulders, and you're gripping the mat with the fingertips so you don't put the pressure on the wrist. Okay. All right. So moving back. The back of your mat, feet are on your blanket or on your socks. Okay, so we're gonna go into this is a full plank position. All right, let's inhale, press back, and exhale, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay. I think we're going into the heel lift. Yep. All right, so again, if you're using the rubber bands, put those around your big toes. All right. So open the toes as wide as you can. Okay. Push the pubic bone forward and up. Okay, so try to keep your legs strong. And inhale, slowly lift the heels. Hold, pushing the heels forward. And then slowly releasing. And back up. Holding here. Try to relax your toes a little bit. And slowly come down. And back up. And down. And back up. Say this is 4. Down. Up 5. Down. Up 6. Down. Up 7. Down. Up 8. Down. Up 9. Down. Up 10 and hold. And release. Okay, so down on the backs, we're going to do bum lifts one more time and then be finished. Wait, bum lifts and then holding pincha, stretching the hamstrings and the shoulders. Then we're finished with that. All right, wiggle your shoulder blades closer together. Press your arms down. Activate the feet. Inhale. Exhale, push up. Okay. So hold here and try to squeeze your shoulder blades closer together. Squeeze the buttocks and then release halfway and squeeze the buttocks again. Release halfway, squeeze the buttocks again. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, bring the knees to the chest. Just rock here. And then stay static for a moment. Just pulling the knees into the chest. They don't have to be together. Okay, we're going to rock up. Turn around. Okay, now we're in a full pincha position. So you're using your forearms Slide your shoulders back, tuck your toes under, and use your thumbs. Really push. So push back. Okay, use your hands, push back. Open your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, coming down. Go ahead and sit on your bum. Okay, so we're going to do some neck stretches. All right, so taking the right hand underneath the bum, pull the shoulder blades back and down, and lean to the opposite direction. And come back up, look down at the armpit, lean again. And come back up. Let's change sides. Pull the shoulder blades closer together and lean. And gently come back up, look down at the armpit, lean again. And coming back up. So bring your arms. Was that a little dog? Thought I saw a little dog go across the screen there. Okay, because I think that must have been you, Esther. All right, reach your arms down and out, and pull your shoulder blades closer together. So we're going to turn the head to the right as far as you can and look with your eyes behind you. And then slowly bring the head as far as you can to the left and look with the eyes behind you. And again, to the right. And again, to the left. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Back to center. Bring the chin down. And bring the chin, including the jaw, up. And down. And up. And down. One more time, up. One more time, down. And bring your head back to center. And look in between center and your right shoulder. So you're looking at a diagonal. And you're going to bring your chin down from there. And you're going to bring your chin straight up from there. And down. And up. And down. And up. And back down. And come up to center. And moving over to your, or looking towards the left diagonal. And we do the same thing 3 times on this side. So bring the chin down. Be gentle and bring the chin straight up. And down. And straight up. And down. And back up. The ice cream man is back. I hear his truck. Okay, bring head back to center. It's the first time I've heard him all year. He's early. Okay, so we're going to, actually, let's do one more and then we'll come on to hands and knees. Okay, so let's, so it's a turning towards the left knee, and just as far as your body will allow you to, you're bringing the head towards the knee. And coming back up, turning towards the right side, and as close as your body will allow you to, you bring the forehead towards the knee. And coming back up. Okay. And then we're going to come on to hands and knees. So I'm going to put my shirt back on. Okay, and tucking the toes under. Let's go ahead and let's do a quick release. So bringing fingers facing each other, backs of the hands on the mat. Okay, open the fingers as wide as you can, and try to make a fist as tight as you can. And open, make a fist. Open, make a fist, open, make a fist, open, make a fist, open, fist, open, make a fist, open, back and forth. Okay, untuck the toes. Make sure that the heels are right behind your knees. Okay, and you're pointing the toes as you sit down, and then pull the big toes away from the other toes. And remember, level 1 is just bringing your hands back, leaning back, lifting the knees up, or leaning back, the knees are going to come up anyways. Okay, or level 2 or 30, however, 50. However you want to look at it. You'll bring your palms together and you hinge from the hips and just start leaning back. And then the knees pop up. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming forward, tuck your toes under, bring your knees and your feet closer together, and then come back onto the feet. So you're going to squat, open the big toes, and then bringing the knees to the ground. So pull your ankles closer together, and this can be considered level 1, okay, with the hands down. Okay, if you want to follow me, I'm going to go into level 2. I'm just going to walk my hands up, fingers facing each other, about mid-thigh. Straighten the spine. And then I'm going to go into level 50 and lean all the way back. Woo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, come forward. And shake the feet out a little bit. Okay, let's come into downward facing dog. Open your toes. Open the fingers. Bend the knees. Externally rotate the upper arms and use the fingers and the hands to push back. So really push yourself back. Keep the knees bent. 1, 2, 3. You can start to straighten the legs if your hamstrings allow you to. 4, 5. Walk your feet a little bit closer to the hands. Okay. Push back again with the hands. And then take the right hand to the outside of the left ankle, if you can reach it, and pull. So twist your upper body. 1, 2, looking underneath the left armpit. 3, 4, 5. Release, and the other side. So looking under your right armpit and pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet, bend the knees, grab onto opposite elbow, hang the head, and lean a bit into the front of the feet. Bend your knees a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's come back up. All right. So with your feet about hip distance apart, or slightly more. Okay, try to keep everything lined up with your shoulders, or everything lined up with the hips. All right, so you're going to take your hand to your, I would call this the hip crease. Okay, so when you bend, there's going to be a little crease here. And then slide your hips over to the left. And then start to lean over to the right. So now you're putting pressure into your right hand. And you can use your left hand and just feel the stretching sensation. Okay, or give yourself a little massage on the side here. Kind of helps the muscles to release a little bit. Boy, in these moments, I sure do miss the benefit of living in Asia, where, let's go ahead and come back up, where you spend, 10 euro, 15 euro. Okay, if you wanted to splurge, okay, and get like a 3-hour massage in a special room, I mean, that's like, 20 euro, but we were doing that twice a week, with all this physical activity, massage is really important. But here, oh my God, I can't find anyone that's, I don't know, halfway decent. All right, so let's go to the other side. If you know of anybody, just send me a message. You know of any good massage therapists? Okay. So again, you can give yourself a massage. Just massage these muscles out. Okay, in the front, the belly. You can feel the obliques go towards the backside, down the hips. And keep the belly pulled in a little bit. And one side might be a bit tighter than the other, and then let's come back up. All right, and then you're going to bring your arms up and interlace the fingers. Okay, release the index finger like this, and then bring your arms up. Okay. And we're gonna go back and forth. So now you try to keep your hips right where they are. So you don't move them. You don't slide them back and forth like this. Okay, you keep them right squared, right on top of the feet. Lift up, and then bend the spine to the right. Squeeze the belly, the obliques, to bring yourself back up, and squeeze or bend to the left. Squeeze yourself back up. And take a moment here to really lift and try to stretch the spine a bit higher. And then squeeze or bend to the left. Sorry, your other left. Right side. Squeeze back up. Take a moment here to really reach up. Okay. And you have to kind of take little sips of air. Okay, so it's hard to breathe deeply in this pose. And squeeze yourself back up and release. Okay. Whew. All right, so now we're going to take, you're going to take your hands onto your lower back, fingers facing upwards. So I'll turn around so you can see. So I'm really going to try to get my fingers high up. Okay, so this also stretches the wrists. All right. Okay. So you're going to squeeze the elbows closer behind you if you can. And then you're going to push the pubic bone forward, bend the knees slightly, and push the pubic bone forward again. And then start pushing your hands into your bum. Okay, you can bend the knees, push the pubic bone forward again, and you're already in a back bend. And then lift the chest up. So you really have to lift and lengthen the chest up away from the hands. And if it's okay with your neck, you drop the head back. And then you squeeze your pubic bone and your rib cage closer together, and that's what brings you up, okay? So that posture, that position, you know, if you're even studying, okay, even if you're reading a book or, you know, working at a desk, or, you know, even sitting on your couch watching a movie, okay? You know, after the movie's finished, get up and, you know, do this slowly. Do it in a yogic way, because it really helps, you know, our spine. We're always hunched forward, you know, and it gives us a lot of back issues doing that. Okay, so if you need a block, grab a couple blocks. We're going to do some forward bends and, of course, some Trikonasana like we've been working on, and you might need your block for that. So let me grab my blocks. Okay. So this will be a little bit of a different vinyasa. I'll try to keep, for now, I'll try to keep the 5 sun salutations on to Friday evening's class. Because I also, tonight, I would like for us to sit and breathe at the end of class. So maybe we'll shorten the pincha practice a little bit, and, you know, we haven't done any breathing practices in a long time, and that's really important. And, you know, breathing practices are just as important as the physical practice. And in some schools, they say that it's even more important, so whatever. All right, so let's take the blocks down. I'm going to use the highest setting first. Put the block a little bit forward of my feet, and I'm working with open feet. Okay, my feet are hip distance apart. You can work with feet together if that feels more stable. Okay, and then this is the vinyasa. So you want to make sure that you squeeze the legs the whole time. This is really important. Then you're going to inhale, bring the arms up, stretch up, and then exhale, lean forward into the balls of the feet and try to keep your back straight. And you come down halfway and you hold here. Squeezing the legs, holding here, pulling the belly up. Then you bring the hands down to the blocks. Then you line your hips on top of the ankles. Keep the feet and the legs activated. You inhale and exhale. Just drop the head down. Okay, 1, 2. So you want to focus on squeezing the legs. 3, 4, 5. All right, pull back. So now you're bringing the body weight back into the heels. The toes or the balls of the feet might even lift up. And then bend the knees. See if you can bring the bum about knee height. And then bring your elbows to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the arms, bring them forward, and stand all the way up. Inhale. And exhale, coming into Tadasana. Pull the arms back. And again, inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, keep the legs squeezing, come down halfway. Pull the belly in tight. Lean forward. Hold. Hold. And release the hands to your blocks. Now, if you can, flip the block to its medium setting. So you're a little bit closer to the ground. Okay. And then make sure that your hips and your knees are stacked up on top of your ankles. Okay. You can do that by trying to look, okay, using your eyes. or you might be able to see a little shadow of yourself on the screen. Your little shadow. Okay, squeeze the legs, drop the head down. 1, 2. So remember, squeezing the legs is not pushing the knees backwards. 3, 4, 5. Now we move back into the heels. So just pull back. So you can see how, I don't know if it's possible for you, but when I pull back, it's kind of a funny angle. You know, my legs are really extended now. It feels kind of nice. Then I bend my knees and I'm coming into an Utkatasana position. But if you're using the elbows on top of the knees, really sit down. Okay, so you really have to use the legs and the buttocks. It's not as extreme if we were to release the arms, but you know, make your bum work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release the arms and inhale, stand up. And exhale, Tadasana. Just make sure that your knees are not pressing backwards. You're not locking them back. All right. And again. We got to open these hamstrings a bit. Okay. And just remember, if you ever feel any kind of pain in the hamstring, especially while we're doing it high up, okay, towards the bum, then just stop. Okay, you don't want to feel pain there. Or if you feel soreness high up near the bum after class, send me a message, because it's really important for me to know about that, because then we can change something for you and make it work. Okay, so you're not hurting your hamstring. It's the hamstring attachment. All right. I know you've heard it only 1,000 times, but you need to hear it 2,000 more times. Okay. Okay, inhale, bring the arms up. And squeeze on, and exhale, forward bend halfway. Hold there, squeeze the legs, feel the thighs lifting up towards the hips. And release the arms. Okay, if you can, flip the blocks down to its lowest setting. Okay, and line the hips up on top of the ankles. Okay. Activate your feet and your legs. And just drop the head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, heel toe your feet closer together where the big toes touch and the heels are apart, and then move yourself back. Okay, so just start leaning back. See if you can keep your legs straight. The toes will lift up, and you can press the balls of the feet down. So you see how my hips are way back behind my ankles? And then bend the knees from there and sit down. Okay. Then try not to move your knees or your hips, and bring the left elbow to the outside of the left. Oh, sorry. I'm a bit dyslexic today, so it's your right side, your right leg. And so we're in a Utkatasana twist, or Parivrita Utkatasana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then bring your hands back to your blocks. Okay, straighten your legs, lift your toes up. Pull your shoulders back, and then see if you can do that again. Pull the hips back. You have to squeeze the legs. Pull the hips back to where the balls of the feet start to come off the ground, and then press the balls of the feet down. Just see how that works. So for me, it tends to stretch out the upper calf doing that. Okay. Of course, if it doesn't work for you, then, then of course don't do it. We're all different. And then from here, just try to sink straight down. So bend the knees and bring the hips straight down from there. So try not to come forward. So the legs have to really work. And then try not to move the knees or the hips. Just bring the right elbow to the outside of the left leg, Parivrita Utkatasana, and enjoy the twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to come back to the front, release the arms, and slowly stand back up. Exhale. So you're in Tadasana. All right, this time, if your hamstrings allow you to, we're going to put our hands all the way to the ground, okay? But if your hamstrings don't allow you to, then just put your hands on the blocks, okay? So remember, I keep telling you that actually this past couple months, it's this year, is the first time in probably 25 years, okay, that I've been able to stretch my hamstrings. I used to be really flexible, and then I repeatedly injured myself. Then I became very inflexible because it was really painful for years and years and years, decades. So just so you know, it can take time. So don't push it if your hamstrings won't straighten, okay? Won't straighten your legs, all right? Okay, let's try this again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, come down halfway. And lean forward, pull the belly in, feel the thighs lifting towards the hips. And bring the hands down. Oh, if you want, you can open the feet. That usually feels better, I think, for the hamstrings. And then if you want, you can just remove the blocks. And the hands are on the ground now. And shift your weight forward so you're stacking the hips right on top of the ankles. And drop the head down. If you're more flexible, you can bend the elbows and just hang here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, bend the knees a little bit. Take your block. Okay, take one block. I would put it on this medium setting. Put that right underneath you, okay? Because we're gonna jump back. All right, preparing to jump back into high plank. Squeeze the buttocks and the legs, and bend the elbows. Come down onto your block, and then flip your block. Come forward and up. So the block is right. This is awesome, actually. The block should be right on top of the pubic bone, so it's lifting you up. Okay, this is a really good pose for upward facing dog. And then if you need to, you can bend the knees, or put the knees on the ground, pull back. I needed to. You can remove the block. We won't do that again. Oh, well, maybe later, but. And then press back, downward facing dog. Okay, 1, eyes looking in between the big toes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn the right heel in ever so slightly. Bring the left foot forward. Okay. And if you can reach, grab both blocks. Oops. There we go. Grab both blocks. Okay, so your hands are up on the blocks. Now try to, oops, I'm going to move my hands forward so you can see what I do with my hip. So my left hip is all the way forward and my right hip is pulled back. That's really bad posture. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my toes. I lift my left toes up. I push the ball of the foot down, just like in Trikonasana. Okay. And then I'm going to pull my left hip back, and that is what straightens the leg. I pull my left hip back. Then I press both feet into the ground, and then I can move my block back. You can stay right here. This is a wonderful pose, nice straight spine, working the legs. Or if your body allows you, then you start to bend the elbows. You start to bring your face closer to the knee until you feel something interesting, and we hold there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Slide the left block behind the ankle. And then your hips are almost ready to go for Trikonasana. Okay? So you don't really have to move your hips very much. So take your right arm behind your back and just use the elbow and the shoulder and pull back. Tuck your chin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Track the left knee forward and stand up from there. Oops. Okay. And then you're going to turn towards me. Pants back up. It's always a thing. Putting my pants back up. Okay. And then open your feet. So open the toes facing outwards. And then you're going to try to track the knees the same direction as the midline of the foot. So you bend, it's like a sumo squat. And then you hinge forward and you push your elbows to the inside of the knees and push back.
Hi, little bubbly friend. You think we should wake up, huh? Give it your butt rub, huh? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. And slowly coming back up. Now you're going to turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out. So your left foot's facing forward, and we're going to go into Ardha Chandrasana. Now, if you want to challenge, you're going to bring your right hand behind your back. And maybe even grab onto your shirt or just leave it there, okay? Now, look where you want to put your hand, your left hand. Take a deep breath and go for it. Okay. So fix your left leg first. So try to externally rotate the thigh. Then kick the right leg up and see if you can twist the hip and the chest, the whole spine and the hip and the shoulders as one unit. So twisting up towards the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5. Okay, let's step back. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Yeah,
Didn't know you were back there.
So stepping back and bringing the knee down. And then pushing your pubic bone forward. You can have your hands on a block if you want.
Hey, what you doing, little stinkle?
Oh, good boy. Good boy. Give me a little licky. Yeah. Give me a little licky. Okay, 3. 4. 5. Okay. Take your block. Put it down in front of you. We're going to do another high plank, low plank, upward facing dog. Okay. So pressing back, downward facing dog first. And then roll the spine forward, squeezing the buttocks and the legs. Lowering yourself onto the block and then flipping the block forward. And upward facing dog. Hold here for a moment. And press back, downward facing dog. And then we'll go ahead and go into the other side. So take the left foot in slightly, okay, the heel in, turn the left heel in, and step the right foot forward. You can use both your blocks. Okay, so we're working on hamstrings. All right. So lift your toes up on the right foot. Push the ball of the foot down. And then take your right hip and pull it back. Just slide the hip backwards. And that's what helps to lengthen the leg straight. Squeeze the leg. And then if you can, you bend the elbows and start to hinge from the hips and bring your chest or your belly or your head closer to the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, slide the block in the right hand behind the ankle. Take the left hand, the arm behind your back. Okay. Keep the right hip sliding backwards and then just move the shoulder blade and the elbow back. 1, tuck your chin. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tracking the right knee forward and then go ahead and stand up. All right, so we're going to do this facing the camera so we can see. We'll have to, let's see, let me just make a mental note which leg we're on. We're on the right leg. Okay. All right. So you might need your blocks. Okay, you need your blocks. Open the feet, your hip distance apart. Okay, toes open. The blocks are there to help you get closer to the ground. Okay. So just in case this is very challenging and you need the blocks to come down to the ground because you need that extra distance. Okay. All right, so let's take a deep breath. And then exhale, you're going to pull your hips back and start to bend the knees, and you're going to sit all the way down. And then try not to move your knees side to side like a fishtail. Pull your hips back, and you stand back up. Okay. So it's hinging. Okay, hinging, you don't move, the back doesn't round. Okay? You don't move from the back. You're moving only from the knees and the hips. Okay, the ankles also move, but it's mainly from the knees and the hips. So the big motion. Okay, so let's do that 2 more times. So if you're using the blocks, when you come down, the blocks hit the ground. Okay, I'm gonna blocks away. Sorry, micro. All right, take a deep breath. And then exhale. You can bring your arms forward, pull the hips back. So it's just the hips and the knees. Yeah. So if you can't get all the way down, okay, if you can't get all the way down, just send me a private message, okay? Like, hey, I can't get all the way down in that squat. Because this stuff is important to be able to, especially as we get younger, okay? We need to be able to bend like this and squat all the way down. Okay, so this is really important for our knee health, ankle health, and hip health. Okay. All right, we got one more to do. So go ahead and pull back. Come back up. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale, let's come on back down. Yeah, and back up. Okay, good. And of course, if you can't get all the way down, I mean, gosh, you should know me by now. I'm not going to judge you, okay, at all. I'm here to help. I'm here to help and support you and see what we can do to, might make life a bit easier, okay? Less miserable, huh? That's why we do yoga, is to be happy. Okay, so let's see, I'm on the right leg. We are going into Adho Chandrasana. Okay. All right, bring your right foot so the toes are facing straight forward. And take the left arm behind you. And then look where your target is on the ground. And then get there. Take a deep breath and try to get there, all in one. Fix your right leg first, externally rotate it. And then work on kicking the left leg up and see if you can pull the elbow and the shoulder up as well, or back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's take it all down into a lunge. Okay, so you can either be up on your blocks, hands under the block, or hands on the blocks. You can have your hands up on your knee, or you can push all the way forward. Depends on your hip flexibility. Okay, just make it work for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's go ahead and go into downward facing dog. And prepare to jump forward. Inhale, go ahead and come all the way up. Exhale, release. Okay. So let's check the time, and then we're going to do a bit of Pincha practice. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and do some self-practice. So it's your choice. I would recommend, maybe for you, Barbara, maybe just doing, interlace the fingers, in this like dolphin position and push back. Okay, it's like a half downward facing dog. I would also recommend either doing that up against the wall. You can even do like walk up the wall with your legs so you get some pressure on the arms. So that would be one suggestion. The other suggestion is either if you are in the position or ready to jump up, Okay, I would do either the game, not touching the wall, touch the wall, you come down, and or getting up on your blocks. Okay, so you have to, your hamstrings have to be really warmed up, getting up on the blocks, which I think is harder, and just trying to step up. Okay. Oh, bye, Esther. Thanks for coming. Okay, maybe we can, if you want to do, we can do self-study. You know, so totally, you know, if you're into that, do your own thing. But if you want to follow me, I'll go through all 3 steps and we'll just nail it out, okay? Just to make it easier. But of course, if you want to do your own thing, please do your own thing, because that's what we're here for, is, you know, your practice. Okay. So the first one I'm going to do is walking up the wall. So I'm getting close to the wall. My feet are touching. And I'm gonna, because I know it's easier for me now, I'm going to bring my elbows closer to my knees. Okay, so you can either do interlace the fingers, which is much easier, or you can do full pincha. Hi, little dog. Right now, okay. You're really cute and you're stinky. Yeah. Okay. That's, oh, okay. And then I'm going to walk up halfway. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good boy. Okay. So if you want to just do that, Barbara, then great. Okay. All right. Then the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to kick up without using the wall. I'm going to use both legs. Oops, I got blurry. Oh, there we go. And then the last one I'm going to do is I'm going to come up on 2 blocks. And again, you don't need to follow at all. Okay. It's your practice. All right, so I'm going to come up on 2 blocks and see if I can walk up. Yeah. It totally works. Yep. Great. Just taking a little look here. Yeah. And then, oh. Maybe I was talking to Barbara this whole time and she wasn't here. Cool. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up with your pincha. And when you're ready, just meet me back on the mat. I mean, seated. I'm going to turn my overhead light off. Oops. Yeah, of course I went blurry. Okay. All right. So we're going to, yeah, there we go. Oh, if I move slowly. Okay. So we're going to do Upavishta Konasana. There we go. Opening the legs. And if you'd like, you can use your hands. Oh, is that you, Gertie? You gotta go. Bye, Gertie. Thanks. Nice to see you. Thanks for practicing. Bye. See you Friday. I'll see you on the sagittal plane on Friday.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So if you want to use your hands, just place your hands underneath your thighs, so blocking the thighs from rolling in. And then see if you can bend the elbows and lean forward. And keep the legs nice and strong. Just until you feel something interesting. So remember, this isn't about the back so much right now. It's more about the legs. I mean, the back is not stretching. It is extending. Okay. Extension. And then from here, we're going to do Parivrita Upavishta Konasana. Is that a thing? I might have just made that up, but okay. It made sense to me. That's all that matters. Okay, so if you know Sanskrit, it'll make sense to you as well. So we're going to take our first two fingers and see if you can grab onto that big toe, the right one. And then take your left hand to your waist. Okay, this part here. And then try to keep both legs activated and try to lift up your chest and then start to pull your body over and down towards the right leg. You might have to lean back a little bit or bring your body weight back a little bit to keep your chest in line with your hips. And then see what happens if you take your left arm and bring that over the head. Okay. Go ahead and come back up. So if you find that one side is very tight, more so than the other side, go back to that side. Okay, so if you find that this left side is not as tight as the first side, just go back to the right. Okay, so you should always try to stretch the side that's a bit lazy, I'll call it. All right, take your first two fingers, grab onto the big toe. My left side needs help, and I'm pretty sure my left side is from climbing. Okay, trying to twist, maybe twisting too much to get closer to the wall only on the left side. So I've developed a bit of a issue. And I also have an issue on the left side anyways with a calcified disc. Okay, so we get issues. Okay, so try to keep your legs strong. And don't rush into anything. And then if you want, you can bring that right arm over the head and see if that makes a difference. Might put more weight in the stretch. Okay, let's gently, slowly come back up. And then bring your legs in. So cross-legged, and of course, if your knees don't like this, I'm actually going to cross my legs the opposite direction because I'm so used to crossing, and that maybe that's even where my hip left side of my back is having some issues because I cross my legs always with the right leg in front. You never know. It's all connected. So you saw I just put a block underneath my thigh to keep my right knee up and support my right knee, and I'm going to put one underneath my left because I don't force my knees into these positions, especially when we're changing, especially when the body is used to one direction, like right leg in front, sitting cross-legged. You don't want to force the left leg in front. It's just not, the knees aren't ready. The body's not stretched equally. If that makes sense. And then see if you can, just kind of, without pulling, by the way, I don't like that, but without pulling your buttocks behind you, just kind of lean forward and maybe, side to side, if it's okay with your knees, and just walk your hips a little bit. It's just getting the flesh out a bit. That pretty much works for me. Then you can sit straight up. All right, so we're going to do a bit of self-practice, but I'm going to get us started. We're going to go back to holding the breath. We haven't done that in a while together, maybe even all year. And this is a really good practice for just staying calm and relaxed. So we're going to, let's count to 5. Okay, and then when you do this on your own, you can count to 4 or 10. Okay, whatever fits for you. So we're going to count to 5, and we're going to start with our exhale. Count to 5, exhale. Then we're going to inhale, count to 5. Hold the breath, count to 5. Exhale 5. Inhale 5. Hold the breath 5, and so on. Okay. So we'll do this a few rounds together, and then on our own. So just close the eyes. Relax your belly. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And then exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're on your own for a few minutes. So slowly begin to release that breathing pattern with your exhale. So when you come to your next exhalation, just keep your eyes closed, let your breath come back to a natural breathing rhythm, and just observe how you feel. And then we're going to slowly move into legs up the wall. Begin to deepen your breath. And bend the knees to the chest. And reach your arms over the head. And rolling to one side. Coming back up. Just close the eyes. And bring the palms together, base of the thumbs touching the heart center. Thank yourself for all of your efforts. Thank each other for our efforts together. Thank your teachers for their efforts. That's all. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed class. Sorry, I'm a little blurry, I think, now. And as always, if you have any questions, just send me a message. And I'll see you guys either next week or Friday or Wednesday. We'll see if we have class on Wednesday. So have a good week, and I'll see you soon. Good night.